Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your February horoscopes here, both your general overview for the month and love. For those of you who are interested in my giveaway, I'm going to be choosing two winners this month. You'll get to choose between a free reading or a free healing session. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Now let's take a look and see what February has in store. Hey Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Scorpio, general overview, February 2020. Scorpio, general overview, February 2020. It's coming through really strong, Scorpio, is that somebody seems like seeking your approval too much, or they need your approval too much. It comes through as a little codependent. I also feel like someone could possibly be reaching out, asking for your help, asking for your opinion, asking for you to weigh in. It's not that it's not coming from a pure place. They do respect your thoughts. They do want you to weigh in. But I also feel like it's a way to talk to you. I feel like it's a way to get your attention and for them to be on your mind. But I don't think that they're necessarily on your mind. I feel like someone's really seeking your approval, seeking your attention. Someone's a little codependent about this, okay? So let's get a little bit more clarity here. Scorpio, general overview. New partner. Could it be an ex showing up because you've moved on and someone's like, oh, but I need your help and I need your opinion and still keep thinking of me, Scorpio. Be careful. Be careful with that, okay? Because you may want to help from a place of just genuinely authentic, like, sure, I can weigh in. That's no problem. I don't mind helping you out. But it's almost like it does something to someone in the past and may block the new partner. I do feel like for those of you who've called in new partners, and this just doesn't pertain to love. This applies to work too. This applies to new coworkers, Spirit saying. Or if you're managing a team, pay close attention to who's seeking you out all of the time. And try to rein it in. Try to get that person to be a little bit more grounded. Try to get that person to be a little more confident on their own. Because like I said, there's something codependent. If this is a new partner in love and they feel like they're trying a little too hard, that may actually be a bit of a turnoff because they're not going to feel like an equal match to you. But that could equally be said for a new business partner, somebody who would like to go in on a business or a new idea, launch something with you. If they need you that much, then what are they contributing? Like, Scorpio, you feel very conscious of people, of situations, of opportunities coming in that allow you to grow, that almost force you to grow, that can teach you something. So if you, and what you already know and what you already do, like that's the be-all, end-all, that does not feel satisfying for you. This isn't like an ego pursuit where Scorpio needs for people to love them. It's almost like the complete opposite. You would like to be valued, yes, but you also want someone that you can value, someone who like brings something to the table too. Center of the reading is steady progress. For those of you very conscious that may have been a pattern you were repeating in the past and you've been consciously trying to heal, Spirit is affirming that you are making some really serious progress with this. It's the progress away from those old karmic, codependent type situations and energies and people. It's how somebody new comes in too, okay? For those of you who've been conscious of that for quite a long time, I see a really beautiful new opportunity lighting up. Spirit saying like toward the end of February though. Toward the end of February, something new feels like it comes through on the work front for you. Cleanse and detox. This is also a really good time to be cleansing energy. If you still feel like you're attracting the same kinds of people, if those people from the past are continuing to come back, that is a reflection, not of them, but of something still in you that needs to heal and something that you still need to let go of. A Spirit is saying you're making a lot of progress. You're making steady progress toward more fulfilling people, business partners, work opportunities that are very much in alignment of your highest good, that will be challenging, that will be interesting, that will be fulfilling, and that you're also making steady progress with the detox part of healing, okay, which means the letting go of negative energy, of energy cords, cross conditions. Spirit's also asking you, if you've been doing that kind of work, to release and surrender, to give it about 2 full months for one like course of healing, or one sea salt bath, or one specific intention to come full circle. There's a process. Spirit's telling me 2 months for you. Give something 2 months, 2 months to heal. So if you're doing cleansing and detoxing and you're like, oh, these people are still showing up, trust that that is all part of the detoxing process. Okay, it's not a failed detox necessarily. It's just that you need a little bit more time for the physical to line up with where you're at spiritually right now. For those of you doing like a physical detox with herbs, Spirit's telling me about 2 months. So maybe something you want to commit to for a full 2 months, or that is going to take about 2 months at least, especially if we're talking about physical here. At least 2 months before you start really noticing a difference, okay? So if you're not seeing a change overnight, whatever this is that you're trying to cleanse and detox, Spirit also just said something about cigarettes. So for those of you maybe trying to quit smoking, or like a lung detox or something like that, 2 months, okay? Give yourself at least 2 months, but there is steady progress and there is success here. I love this for you. So clarifying new partner, it's trustworthy guidance, okay? Again, some of those people showing up, asking for your approval and your opinion and for you to weigh in too much, those are signs. Spirit saying, hey, Scorpio, these are red flags. Pay attention to this energy, okay? But what's even more beautiful, Spirit speaking directly to you as you're creating, as you are utilizing law of attraction. I see Scorpio having to write something down in terms of law of attraction. Spirit is writing with you. Spirit is speaking into your ear, helping you manifest this. Trust those thoughts that are popping into your head right now. If you are writing and you feel inspired to write down something spontaneous, or you just feel like, okay, I have this idea, I have to get this down, that's Spirit talking to you. Those thoughts are not random thoughts. It's not coincidental that maybe something, an idea, all of a sudden keeps showing up and you didn't even know it existed a week prior. This is Spirit talking to you, but Spirit's saying specifically your thoughts in writing, okay? That's where there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough in law of attraction. There's a breakthrough in terms of career. For those of you who are writers, who are creative, who do write for a living, huge breakthrough for you, especially for those of you thinking of doing something on your own. Spirit's asking you to keep some sort of a journal. Like some people make like law of attraction boards, vision boards. Spirit's asking you basically to do that, but in more of like a written form. Or if you are putting something up on a vision board for law of attraction's sake, Spirit needs you to write something down. It's affirmations. It's like your handwriting. One, that's a part of how you're going to be channeling some of these ideas, but you have a bigger connection to something if it's written. You'll have Spirit saying quicker manifestation, more successful manifestation. So consider writing down right now, writing down in a journal. You get it, okay? Steady progress, center of the reading. Have confidence. Have confidence in what you're going after. Have confidence that even though Spirit's saying 2 months, okay, whether it's 2 months for that detox to come full circle, 2 months to quit smoking, 2 months for that thing that you're trying to manifest or heal or cleanse, okay? It's still it's happening. The energy is moving in the right direction. Have faith in universe. If there's one message that's coming through, is have faith in that process. Have faith that sometimes we put things out spiritually, and then our physical reality has to catch up. So it's like we put out that physical that spiritual energy for manifestation. It's got to catch up emotionally, mentally, then physically. Like there are stages. Have confidence in that, because I feel like over the course of February, someone feels like they may get pulled off course. Now, this could also be somebody too that you may be guiding, that you may be teaching, that you may be have encouraged to do this. It's almost like somebody not fully surrendering to that process. And it's interesting, Scorpio, because it doesn't necessarily feel like your energy. I think for some of you, if you're teaching a child how to do this, or a loved one how to do this, they may be like, well, I did this and it's been like a week. or it's been like a month. Like this doesn't work. And you might be like, actually exercise a little bit of patience. You need to like release and surrender to universe. You may be having that conversation with somebody, so have a little bit more faith in that process. Okay. This goes hand in hand with what I was getting about thoughts. Cleanse and detox is being clarified by listen. Spirit is speaking to you through your detox and through your cleansing and through your healing at this time. You will be channeling your own thoughts. Spirit is speaking to you directly into your ear, especially when you're writing. This goes hand in hand with how to detox, what to detox, how to manifest once you've detoxed and you have the space to call in new fated people, okay? Spirit's bringing me back to this too. This is new fated people, new fated opportunities. This is fate. These thoughts are aligning you with fate. So make sure you do enough cleansing so that you can hear the messages, because sometimes our minds can get so congested. Our energy sometimes just gets so congested that it blocks this. You can't afford to miss these messages, because some of them, at least one of them, will be game changing. Even in terms of just having an idea to put up on a vision board, to write down in your journal, game changing. But there are messages you need to hear now. Meditate a little bit more too. So if you are doing like a physical or a spiritual detox, make sure, crowning your reading, make sure you are spending time in meditation too. Make sure, even if it's 5-10 minutes a day, I do feel like you need to quiet your mind a little bit, okay? Energy work, crowning the reading. For those of you getting energy work done, for those of you utilizing energy in some form for manifestation, for healing, Spirit saying, for those of you who know how to manipulate energy, so for those of you who are energy workers, some of this takes time and you do need to exercise patience, but you also don't want to block anything while it's healing. Acknowledge that, okay, healing doesn't necessarily happen overnight, but where there has been progress, acknowledge it and show gratitude, okay? Bottom of the deck, wow, love this. Archangel Michael, there's nothing to worry about. I want to show you this too. This is what you're manifesting. You're getting there. The steady progress is getting you here. You will arrive soon to this. I feel like spiritually, the joy, the breakthroughs, the fate, it's already there. Now it's just manifesting down into the physical realm for you, okay? Archangel Michael, too, is somebody that you absolutely need to speak to when you're doing any sort of energy work, for cleansing especially, but for protection, okay? So let's see how all of this applies to love. I do feel like getting some energy healing done, really working on any internal blocks, possibly some energies that you've absorbed from other people. Clearing that is going to help you more easily call in new love. It's going to benefit current love, okay? So let's get a little bit more clarity here. Scorpio in love, February 2020. Scorpio in love, February 2020. I'm hearing that children may be impacting your love life. So this may be somebody's desire to have children impacting your love life, especially if there are two people that are not in alignment, okay? Maybe somebody wants that, somebody doesn't want that. I'm also hearing children in the picture, currently in the picture. The decision as to who's good enough for your children, who should be brought into that picture, who isn't deserving of that. Also very important, but still impacting your love life. For Scorpio's partners, if Scorpio has children, you have to give Scorpio a time. That is not a decision Scorpio is going to make overnight to introduce you to their children. If you force that, Scorpio will let you go in an instant. That has to be respected. Okay, so children impacting love life a little bit right now. Let's get a little bit more clarity here. Scorpio in love. Self-love, okay? This goes hand in hand with the healing. You know, Scorpio, we've gotten that a lot lately. You've been making so much progress with self-love, forgiving yourself, letting go of the past, having healthier boundaries, like Scorpios have been on point. Past life relationship. This is a soulmate. Healing soul ties, so that you don't have to continue to repeat maybe codependent relationships in this lifetime or with the same person over and over. I do feel like, okay, so the energy of someone seeking your approval could very easily be this soulmate. It could easily be in love and not just in career. It feels like a past life or possibly even in this life with this soulmate, it's almost like I see you as like the parent figure. And that's why I just keep channeling codependent here. You're not trying to be the parent figure to somebody that you are romantically involved with, right? That in and of itself should be a red flag. I see that being healed, but let go of control issues. Again, I feel like there's somebody else. This doesn't really come through as you controlling anything. Somebody else trying too hard, even if it's not codependence. Trying to get Scorpio's attention too much is not really something that Scorpios authentically want. It either works or it doesn't. If you don't click, you can't force that with the Scorpio. Other signs will let you work at it a little bit more. You're not going to force Scorpio into meeting their kids. I'm telling you, you're not going to force Scorpio into meeting your children. I feel like someone's trying to get Scorpio to do something that Scorpio knows is unhealthy, and Scorpio will end a relationship if that is the case. It's just not going to happen. There's too much self-love here. It's not selfish. It is true, authentic self-love. This is something that Scorpio has compromised in the past. Scorpio's not doing that anymore, okay? Love yourself first, being clarified by separation. Some of these separations will be inevitable. If Scorpio feels like the only way I can be healthy is to cut ties with this person, then it is what it is, okay? I do see Scorpios learning to love themselves more, forgive themselves, be kinder to themselves after a separation. Definitely a lot of healing there, like really being able to let somebody and something go. Codependent, I'm telling you, there's somebody. Release the X, center of the message. I think somebody may be trying to force Scorpio to get back into a relationship. Again, it's like that person seeking your attention all the time. Somebody who's still reaching out all the time. It's a little controlling. They have the intention of maybe a reconciliation. And if not a full-blown reconciliation, like even if I can just get a little bit of Scorpio's time, maybe I can just kind of like reel them back in. It's not happening. If Scorpio feels like something is not of Scorpio's highest good, they will be done. And it may feel a little ruthless. Now, I got this energy a little bit for Gemini. It's a little different because Gemini is like a little more like extroverted about it. Like Gemini's like, I'm ruthless and it is what it is right now out of self-love. Scorpios aren't going to be so forward and maybe blunt. Scorpios may be a little quieter about it, a little more introverted, but it's that same kind of energy. It's not selfish, even if it comes through as a little ruthless to somebody on the outside or the external. It's just Scorpio needs to protect himself at this time. Somebody was draining, and it's also not of their highest good to be in the picture either. But this also comes through with that energy work, cleanse and detox, okay? Steady progress here, though. There is progress, Scorpio. You feel stronger. You feel far more empowered now in regards to just self-love and healthier boundaries. Like you're really, really, really doing a good job. And there's a lot less guilt involved because I feel like sometimes Scorpios feel guilty exercising healthy boundaries, putting themselves first. You can't always be self-sacrificial, but this is where I was getting someone maybe trying to force a reconciliation. Clarify by reconciliation, okay? There could potentially be some reconciliations in the mix, very much so, especially because there is a lot of soulmate energy that comes through, but it has to happen naturally. It will not happen by force. You can't manipulate anybody energetically. Scorpio's going to feel that and cut you out. Forcing somebody because there are kids in the picture or despite kids in the picture, through this sort of codependent, like, I'll just keep texting you and I'll just keep reaching out to you and eventually you're going to cave. Scorpio is so conscious. And Scorpio, I see you being so conscious. That will, even if you're very much open to reconciliation, if you start to see any sort of manipulative or controlling behavior, you will be done once and for all. It's not something you're going to consider down the road. Crowning the reading is flirt, okay? For you, Scorpio, and for Scorpio's partners, especially if there's a separation, this is the energy. This is what you want to go with. Flirt, have fun, lighthearted. If there's drama, if there's anything forceful, I'm actually going to pull one more for you, though. That feels like a little bit of air energy. That flirtatious, airy energy. Yeah. This is why we needed to pull one more, okay? So for those of you who've gone through the separations, you're committed to self-love, this is not something that you want, and you know this isn't healthy for you, that flirtatious, lighthearted energy paired with this self-love, paired with this energy healing, paired with the cleansing, this is who you're calling in. This is so much closer to you than you realize. And I feel like this may be where Scorpio's like, I've been trying to manifest it. I've been doing energy healing. I've been doing all this work, and I'm here in 2 months. Okay? 2 months. Just give it a little bit more time. It just, the spiritual needs to catch up to the physical. And also, too, when we're calling in new partners, you don't want to manipulate their free will, right? So they also have to get their stuff sorted so that they can be ready for you. It's not just about Scorpio being ready. It's about the new partner also being ready to really answer the prayer. Wow, bottom of the deck. I know. I'm just feeling children in the mix. You know the message. You just, Scorpio's not stepping out of the healthy boundaries. You know what I mean? Now, children in the picture, can this be healthy? Can it all work out? Absolutely. If Scorpio knows that it's healthy, if you are a healthy partner, Scorpio will introduce you. There will come the time, but it has to be Scorpio's timetable here. If you would like for Scorpio to meet your children and Scorpio's not ready for that yet, okay, big turnoff, but Scorpio won't do it at this time, won't meet children, won't even entertain that unless they're really ready. So you can trust Scorpio's intuition and intentions on this. But I do feel like a separation may have occurred because somebody wanted children and the other partner didn't. And it literally just came down to that because there was a lot of love. Because there was love. There was this lighthearted, flirtatious energy. But it's just sort of like being in two different places in one's life. Again, you don't want somebody to do this with you, or you don't want to do this with somebody else if it's really not what you're ready for, what you want at this point in time, okay? Those are people that may try to come back, and those are people that you may consider a reconciliation with, as long as you know you can both get on the same page, okay? But there is something significant about 2 months from now. I keep channeling that, so please keep that in mind. So what are we talking? We're talking about some point in April. That's not too far away. So acknowledge the progress you're making in terms of self-love, in terms of healing. Acknowledge intuitively that this is close to you if this is what you're trying to call in. Also, too, for Scorpios that are very much in committed relationships here, I feel like some of this reconciliation, forceful energy could be coming through a friend. It could be coming through a relationship with a friend, possibly a family member who's a little bit codependent. Keep your eyes open. That's energy you're going to want to clear. Those are boundaries that you're going to need to reestablish so they're healthier at this time. That person may struggle quite a bit with you now having healthier boundaries, especially if they've always been able to rely on you and your energy and your feedback and your thoughts and your opinions. But it's going to be better for them, for you to sort of kind of force them to take control back, because one, that's too much pressure on you. But you don't want to enable that. No one can grow if we have an enabler, okay? So just make sure you're conscious of that, even for those of you in committed relationships where that's not necessarily showing up in terms of love. It still feels like somebody close to you. That energy comes through as dominant for Scorpios at this time. Okay, Scorpio, if you feel like you need more clarity, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing, which you know that I specialize in. If you feel like you need some help releasing some of this codependent energy, if someone's trying to come back and you really need that door to close, I'm happy to help you. I will be back mid-month for your mid-month live reading. But in the meantime, Scorpio, I'm sending you so much love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.